I'm going to go dry off. I'm soaked. Great job, boys. They tell you we're practicing tomorrow?
But we got off.
Oh, enjoy that trophy.
We got off tomorrow. Recovery.
That's mine, D.
Hey, Kofi, can you bring that trophy down here?
What's wrong with where it's at?
I got it. There you go.
I like it with that.
Trent's gonna set you in a minute. I want you to
I guess Kofi and Monte. I mean, this program wasn't at this place now when you guys were being recruited. I guess what made you guys think that and believe that kind of this was possible when you guys were being recruited and kind of decided to come here?
That was my initial reason why I was coming here. Me and Trent, we talked about it when guys wanted their release. Take it back a long time from now, but yeah, that was just our whole main focus was to just get Illinois basketball back how it used to be.
Yeah, same for me, man. Like if you follow my story, you know that when I came on my visit here, we lost to Florida Atlantic, and you know it would probably like swayed a lot of people's decision, but for me it was like a motivation factor. You know, like I like taking on the challenge of changing something and making an impact. You know, having an impact on something and create something special like what we did. You know, these guys did a really good job of recruiting me. Monte was there with me 24/7 on my visit, made me feel loved, made me feel like I was needed. And it's just about that, man. Like just the love that they give, and just the fans, and just wanting to make a change.
Kofi, Coach Underwood said this. He thought this was one of your best defensive games. Do you feel that way too? And coming in against an Iowa team that scores a lot of points, was that a big focus for you?
Yeah, absolutely, man. We know how Iowa play. We know that Rebecca plays probably 18 to 20 minutes a game, and I knew that coming in with guards, Chris Murray's a guard, whoever came in, Connor McCaffrey was a guard. So I had that mental focus where I have to switch from backing up off Rebecca to stepping up on Chris Murray or Connor McCaffrey, whoever it was. So it was just about mentally focusing in on that and making sure that I was aware whenever the substitution happened that I changed the mindsets.
This is for each of you guys. When you think back on this tonight, tomorrow, what moments are going to stand out? And then I guess second, like what was important for you to do as soon as you heard the buzzer?
Man, for me, it's a turning point in the game, man. Where we went down a little bit, and guys just held each other accountable. We just stepped up, we held each other accountable. We just made that flip from playing nonchalant to just being aggressive and playing with that championship mindset. That's the growth. With these guys, just being there with them for so long, and to see that happen in the game, and it's so recognizable. It was a special feeling for me, especially, man.
Have some pizza.
What's that? And you ain't bring me none?
Exactly. Selfish.
Trip, huh?
Same question.
Yeah, same question. What snapshots are going to stand out for you about the celebration?
It was really the turning point where Coleman just chasing down rebounds everywhere, and just seeing him playing with emotion, and that translated over to everybody else playing with emotion, just finishing out the game. And then once the buzzer sounded, just seeing everybody just rush the court. I looked and turned around, almost got knocked over, hitting the back, and I wasn't really paying attention at first. But, yeah, just seeing everybody rush the floor and was just happy.
Monte, I think your whole life you heard about the success your dad here and winning Big Ten titles. To have him walk out with you on the day that you won one and knowing you can have stories to tell going forward, what goes through your mind there? I
mean, it's great accomplishments from both of us. Coming from a place where not too many really make it out, just stand to course and just working it out.
Jim in the back.
Hey, Monte, I want to follow up on that a little bit. Your dad was really emotional before the game when we talked to him. He
was.
He was very emotional before the game when we talked to him, and was really hoping he could leave as a Big Ten champion like he did 20 years ago. Do you think of that symmetry, and how much has your dad inspired you? I know you don't talk a ton about it, but how much has Frankie inspired you, your dad?
That's big time. You got my dad to be emotional. I ain't even I ain't never seen that. But yeah, I'm shocked, still shocked on that. But say it again.
He said, "Man, I want him to win. I want him to be a Big Ten champ like I was. It would mean a lot to him." Just how close has your relationship been with your dad for 5 years, and how much have you kind of felt the symmetry of both of you going through this?
My relationship with my dad, we're really close. Even though we may not talk every day, because I mean he lived the college athlete life already, so he already knows like a lot of things that goes on. But yeah, just being able to talk to him and just listen to what he got to say, I really just take it in and embrace it.
Yeah, I guess this is mostly for Trent and Monte. You guys were part of a team that lost 21 games, most in program history. Did you ever think that this wouldn't happen at Illinois?
It's not funny, Kofi.
No. I think as time went on, being a part of this program, to see, I mean, honestly, I thought we had a pretty good team in our early years. I just think, as like Coach says, to win games and championships, your culture has to be, set. And I thought, it wasn't set yet. We were still rebuilding and trying to figure, things out. But, as time went on, we continue to get, culture guys, better players, and, just guys that bought into what Coach Underwood wanted. So I think, just sticking with it, through the ups and downs, made it, worth it.
In the far right, back in the back.
Monte, I believe this was a game or your 156 games. Where does this rank?
Why you had to say it like that?
Where does this rank on like the most memorable games that you've played?
I mean, it's definitely at the top. Yeah, but I mean, being around for that long and being blessed and not really going through injuries and stuff like that. I mean, it's always a good spot. But I mean, just winning is really, that's all I really care about.
For any of you guys or all you guys, at what point did you realize that Nebraska had won and the opportunity was there to win a Big Ten title? And what was communication like once that happened?
Yeah, we manifested that. We watching the game together as a team, and when the game ended, everybody was just so high, and Trent just kept reminding us, "Yo, don't get too high, man. We still got to go out here and get the job done." He made sure that we were level-headed, we weren't too high. We reminded each other, reminded everybody not to get too high, not to get too low, but to go out there and do what we do, and we know we're capable of winning. So at the end of the day, it's just about going out there and just getting the job done. So we all watched it though. We all watched it. We saw the last seconds of the game. We were really happy. We got a shot to come out here and do this.
Kofi, you're on top of the ladder, cutting the net. I mean, it's obviously there's people everywhere, and they're chanting one more year for you. What's going through your mind as you kind of took in that scene?
I almost said it too. Yeah, man, that was special, man. It's just all the emotions, all the things that were going through my mind in that moment. Cutting that net down and just feeling so much pride and happiness. It just felt right. I love being here, man, and everybody that everybody I associate myself with here has made me feel really special, and made me know how much I mean to this program. And, that moment was special, man. I don't know how to answer that question, but that moment was so special. I was so happy in that moment to know that so many people wanted me, to come back.
For whoever maybe wants to tackle this, but Coleman hasn't played those kind of minutes in a long time, and just both sides of the court maybe made a huge difference. Just what did you maybe learn about Coleman tonight, just the way that he played?
I mean, our season has been all about, next man up mentality. Obviously with injuries, COVID, guys being sick. So, I mean, with Jake, getting injured, Coleman was ready to play. I think the biggest thing is his preparation. He's been unbelievable, leading up to this game, with his preparation, just being mentally focused and just, having fun and smiling, every time he's on the floor. I try to remind him, never put his head down because he's such a good player. So just, his focus of, knowing, what he's capable of, being out there on the floor with us, and his confidence is unbelievable. So he's been, really, really good for us.
Gabby?
For Monte and Trent, you guys have now cut down 2 nets together last year with the tournament and now today. How special is it, or what does it mean to you guys to have done this together the last 5 years?
It means a lot, to have a guy like that in Monte, to be able to be by his side, him be by my side, to go to war with every night, to know he got my back is special. Like I said, we stuck through the lows in this program, when we couldn't even get over 5 games in the Big Ten to, storming the court, winning the Big Ten regular season, last year winning the Big Ten tournament. It's special. So, like I said, to be able to be a part of a program like this with him is special. And, this bond will never be broken.
Did you guys make it a point to find each other in the kind of chaos out there? I mean, you guys walked off together pretty close to one another. Just what was that like, finding one another? What was the first thing?
We always find each other.
What was the first thing you said to one another?
We just love each other, man. Like I said, the blood, sweat, and tears we both put into this program, being behind Coach Underwood and the coaching staff, is unbelievable. No one sees the amount of work, we put in State Farm Center, for going 4 hours, 5 hours a day to 2 a days. I mean, it's unbelievable the amount of, hours we put into, this team. So, when we found each other, we hugged each other. And I almost passed out. It was too hot for me. It was too hot.
Jackson.
Get some water.
I mean, Trent and DeMonte, you guys went through the senior night festivities last year, but to do it again this year and then end your careers at State Farm Center, just what does it mean to be able to do that tonight, cutting down the net here?
It makes me feel twice as old, though. To go through 2 senior nights. But the emotions, to be able to walk out there and, hear, such the crowd and get applauding me while I walk out for my last game is unbelievable. I had goosebumps. I told myself I wouldn't cry. I teared up after the game, but this has been a home for me. This has been my home for 5 years. And like I said, this is my home forever, And I mean, all I can say is really, thank you to God. I mean, Coach Underwood, Josh Whitman in here, just, giving me a chance, to be a part of this program, and just believing in the kid from Florida, so just taking me in and wanted me to be a part of, this team and help this program, get back to winning. So it's been an unbelievable, special journey for me. And, there's not any other team I would, rather wear a jersey for.
Right in the middle in the back.
Kofi, late in the game, you ran toward the bench and looked into the crowd and kind of yelled, and it really ignited the State Farm Center crowd. What was that moment like for you, and what kind of emotions were going through your head late in the game?
The moment just finds you, sometimes like I never really plan on doing stuff like that. It's just like, it's all emotions, and the support that the fans show us, sometimes when we go on runs like that, and, the team's so connected, and, you just feel it when it happens, it just makes you so emotional when you do stuff like that, I was really happy, we got that stop. It was huge for us. I ran down the court, I was just so excited, just in the moment, I was just enjoying the moment, it was really special.
Jeremy?
This is for Kofi and Trent. There was a chance you guys win 4 more games than every Big Ten team over the last 3 years and don't have a Big Ten championship in the regular season. How validating is it to get a banner to cut down the nets?
Yeah, I mean, getting the banner to cut down the nets, that's really special. It's been a while since a team Illinois team has done that. And, with these guys, like Trent said, all the sacrifices that we made. I don't know about before I came here, but I know that we made a lot of sacrifices after I came here as well. And just like fighting with each other in practice, pushing each other to get better. Like, this is really special, and it's important for us because that's one of our goals for this season.
We all have for each other. So it's special. This is a special team, and we've grown in a lot of areas, and I couldn't be happy for this team.
Yeah, and not to take anything away from the banner, but these guys are really special. They're winners, man. I don't care what happened the first 3 years they've been here. We won the most games in the Big Ten in the last 3 years, and that's something special. That's something to embrace. These guys are gonna go out as winners and champions. So regardless of what happened, they're champions in my eyes, and they're winners.
Far back,
Yeah, this applies to this can apply to all of you. But just having won the regular season Big Ten title, what are your mindsets heading into the Big Ten tournament? Just having won it last year, are you looking to repeat and kind of prove to the rest of the league that you're still on top?
I mean, when we wake up tomorrow, we should kind of erase this. It's a new season. Like I said, we gotta prep for Friday, and that's got to be our mindset. Obviously, we're gonna take this, this break, recover. But when we get back into the gym, our mindset's got to be, we can't lose no more games. And that's, like I said, us being vets, we got to come in with the mindset of, setting the tone and the energy to have our guys ready, mentally prepared, for what's ahead of us, in Indianapolis and, and moving forward to March. So, like I said, the biggest thing is just being mentally focused, coming in, after this regular season.
All right, Doug.
Yeah, for all three of you, we haven't mentioned two huge threes by two freshmen, RJ and Luke Goody came in and made huge shots. Do you feel like you're leaving a legacy to those guys and have established a culture for the program moving forward with the young guys?
Yeah, definitely, man. Those two kids are really special. Now I truly believe in my heart that they're going to be two of the best players in the Big Ten someday. They've been making huge impacts since day one. Whenever they step on the court, Luke Goody is one of the hardest workers I've seen and one of the best young leaders I've ever seen in my life. And RJ, as you've seen, he makes big time plays. He's athletic more than I've ever seen. And those two guys are going to continue to make strides, and they're really special. They're really important to us, and they know that they will continue to be special for us in the future because we have a long way to go.
Kofi, I think you started out 1 of 5 today. Just have you figured out a way, either mentally or emotionally, to just kind of get yourself refocused and recentered when that kind of a start happens?
Yeah, definitely. My coaches do a really good job with just reiterating, take your time, don't worry about that. That happened already. That's like, so it's about controlling you can't control your thoughts, but you can always control your actions and how you respond to stuff, So this is about just focusing up, slowing down, seeing where the double is coming from, seeing how I could correct it and make the shot, So this is about slowing down and just being calm and composed.
Gabby.
Kofi, aside from things on the court with Monte and Trent, what have you really taken away from them being here these past 5 years, and what have they taught you about just being a player at this program?
Iron sharpens iron, man. These two guys have been tremendous off the court. It was helping me, they're like mentors, they're older dudes and they've been here for a while and they know what it takes. So since day one, these dudes have been mentoring me. Trent never lets me take a day off. Monte is that cool, level-headed guy that you could always talk to him about anything, So these two guys definitely hold me accountable, and they're two of the reasons why I'm the player I am today.
All right, thank you, man.
Thank you.
You guys want to take this trophy?
Gonna go steal some popcorn.
Oh, Brian.
It's too heavy for me. It's too heavy.
I'm gonna sleep good tonight, boy.